I don't know.
That seems to
To
be
the
the
living world
theme
of
of this
darkness.
week in Guru. And
I mean, it's
everything
Peru.
blows up.
I mean, it's Gru. Everybody can go Kranos, right? So everything's good.
Fuck you.
No,
Um,
you don't. I mean, you took down the Nexus crawler. You get no sympathy from me, hun.
I get no glory either, apparently.
Whoa.
What? Really?
I don't know, like, y'all never were live. Okay. This is a scene for the werewolf venue. We're in the Sept. Bettina is down there because she's been hearing about what's going on. She left a very lovely breakfast, dinner, kind of whatever thing. I will have you guys know. There was scrambled eggs involved and actual, like, real high-quality bacon. She had to leave all of that, didn't eat any of that, and dashed down here. Yeah, is actually looking for anybody near the cairn. And we'll begin our scene here.
Yeah, Antonio is at the pond near the cairn, just his house paying his respects to Pat still, and also to Ryan, and house bitching at the incompetence of his higher ranking werewolf. Like, motherfuckers always want to fuck around with each other instead of doing the fucking things they should do.
Okay. Well, she's gonna come right up to. It's pretty obvious you're a Bonar, right?
I'm Antonio, you remember me. Weird woman.
A lot of shit's happened. Okay. She is going to come up to you. She will remember that you are a Garu. I'm going to say she probably doesn't remember your name. And will respectfully, as she can muster, say, excuse me, what's happened?
Antonio will just turn around to Bettina. Bettina?
Yes. Yes.
Give me 1 second, and you see that he blankly stares at the sky, and through the paddling, Alan! I'm seeing Bettina! Oh my god! Oh my god! I'm dead.
'Tis I, Bettina, the Getkin, fucker of Fae, slayer of Nexus crawlers, destroyer of socially sanctioned marriages. I've come back.
I'm going to say that Moonface has actually been here for that she's been sitting behind him and listening to his rant this whole time, just sitting and listening, because she's been his grieving buddy for the last 2 deaths.
Yeah.
And this is exactly how she wants to be introduced to Bettina. So she just kind of leans forward to listen and looks completely fascinated.
There's a man's voice here from Bettina's deck and says, like, to be fucker of Fae, you need to fuck more, sorry. 1 is not counted. It's not enough. 1 is not
Okay,
enough.
I am going for quality over quantity.
Probably. I'm sure.
I'm also going for quantity, but whatever. Anyways, yeah, I'm back from the dead. What's going on?
I was muted.
So you feel free to answer through the paddling there. To poor freaking out Antonio that he doesn't understand shit anymore.
There was
This
a
is the
howl a
paddling
few
time.
days. There was a howl a few days ago. My good brother Antonio contemplates the mercy. Confirmed that Bettina Stewart has re-entered the Get a Finwir with full privileges and titles and has returned to the Sept as well. Where the fuck are you?
At the morning pond, basically.
I will make my way there.
Excellent. And Antonio will look at Bettina. Good to have you back between us. The half living, half doomed.
I didn't catch that last bit. That half leaving.
Half doomed. Because Mother Larissa is fucking crazy.
I heard a little bit about that. How did that go down?
Not good.
Okay.
and Antonio will explain that Mother Larissa has been getting crazy, and that yeah, she's been bleeding profusely from the eyes and the nails and everything like the rest of the afro.
Why?
Something about a tree we didn't take care of. Give me 10 minutes. Alan should be arriving soon, and he's our tail something, and he should be able to explain better than me. I just pummel things to the ground.
This seems like as good time as any for Grinch to show up. What's this about pummeling things?
That what Mother Larissa has done to help with the pet already.
Yeah.
Yes.
Evening, Grins.
Evening.
Go ahead.
No, Bettina's kind of thinking to herself and really straining her brain here, and she's thinking there was a tree a Silverfang was trying to have sex with a couple months ago.
Whoa, that's even sketchier than I normally hear about. Do
No,
tell.
it was like the king of the Silverfangs. Our king, I guess. What's his name? It's not the beta.
You know, I've heard the saying you don't stick your dick in meat grinders or fire or crazy, but I didn't know it had to be explained that you don't stick your dick in trees either.
Some people just have wood they have no idea how to deal with.
Splinters.
I think at this moment, Alan Stewart will go ahead and show up.
It's called getting wood. That doesn't mean you have to go chop down the cherry tree.
Does it make it easier to chop the tree down?
I don't know. Maybe you should ask the Silverfang.
Well,
I don't know. Which Silverfang are we talking about?
My character concept for a little bit. I know this is a game, you probably don't want to talk about it.
Alan, I'm so happy that you're here. Maybe you could help us understand what's going on?
Okay. What issue are you currently dealing with?
Vestigial avatar or something like that.
Mother Larissa, why is she bleeding from every orifice?
Basically shows,
I will comment as soon as the background noise coming from the player that grins calms down.
Nice.
By the way, thank you. Ellen goes ahead and starts up. Okay. So, many months ago, the battle for the 3 battles for Long Island was fought and won by the glorious Garu of the Sept of the Green, and we all reveled, and we all rejoiced, and we all came back to the Sept with a full and clear conscience that we had done Gaia's work that day. However, the months did go on, and the Alpha, Mother Larissa, in her of wisdom that can only be granted by Gaia herself, told the rest of the Sept, gave a grand proclamation, "Kiddies, go claim that second Sept before some royal dick puts his dick in it."
Actually,
to, obvious other influences.
Mother Larissa said, "Kiddies, go and claim that tree and make a proper set before our king claims it with his dick."
Okay, and at that, Bettina's just going to look at Antonio as very, very briefly, the look will flash on her face as if to say, if you knew the fucking answer, why didn't you say it earlier? But then it's going to be wiped right off her face, and she's back to being respectful. She goes right over to, back to Alan, and then she says, well, was the Sept claimed by somebody else?
As the months did go on, the Garu of the set were beset on all sides by hunters, black spiral dancers, all manner of mischievous ends, Harano depression, great journeys to umbral scapes such as the Abyss, Pangea, the Cyrealm. All these things did take place, and while they were being taken place, the Garu turned their back from Long Island to concentrate more on the defense of the Sept. And as they did so, a corrupting influence started to burrow, and no, not necessarily burrow, because it was always there, but burrow out from where it was hidden. There were portraits, there were visions, there were warnings that were given to us by the Ukinathirs known as Ronin Oak. He told us that something was there, something that was getting stronger, and in fact, if we go back to the Battle of the Three Long Islands, and what actually caused us to have that victory was the Grand Theurges there, who went ahead and kept the spirit, that mighty bane, within the ground. And on that ground, a mighty tree was erected. That tree is powered by the Gnosis the Wild, by a primal spirit that showed its face just for a brief moment, blessed us with her grace, and bound the spirit there. But as the months did go on, the power of that primal wild spirit is starting to wane, while the Bane, the Storm Eater, continues to wallow, continues to grow in strength. So right now, all the spirits that we have keeping that mighty Bane and Slimmer are starting to suffer. One poor trait, that an even bigger battle is to come if we are to sit on our asses any longer without properly claiming that Karen.
Okay, let's go.
I'm sorry?
Well, we're going to need quite a lot of Gnosis, so everybody, let's go.
There is a problem. There is. Antonio will look at Alan. I can assume that Antonio and Alan were sharing pack link on yesterday's scene?
Yes.
Okay, so he will relate how someone died, how 2 people died on the last couple of days, and then he will go like, we are being basically besieged everywhere. We have hunters, we have black spiral dancers, and he shivers when he mentions that. And we have whatever the fuck is on the tree.
Don't forget the apes.
Oh, and that.
The apes of Wall Street, the corrupting influence within the Tellurium, which we have yet to track down fully, but we have since calmed the fuck down by kicking them in the dicks repeatedly. Fuck you, weresharks!
Right now, we're
Yes,
keeping them at
also we
arm's
had a
length.
wereshark.
It would seem to my very simplified view, being as I lack so little knowledge compared to everybody else here, of course, being a mere kin, that the important thing is the Karen we have now and the Karen we are to claim. So screw the apes and the Rokia. We make sure that this Karen is protected, and then we move out to go and take the other one.
I agree upon this, but we already lost a Garu fighting for that Karen, and we are not nearly prepared to go out there again.
But how do we get prepared, Antonio? That is the question. What do we need?
Speak, Emmett, of the Glasswalkers.
Emmett, hold your crackling from the through the Emmett. Anything we talk in the CAC meeting, hold your mouth. Don't tell anybody.
Even the how I made about the scouting?
Scouting? Talk about the scouting. Don't say that there's a powerful, Bane in there, or the eating, or anything else. Don't talk yet.
Okay. Well, Rise, right now, we're not entirely sure what the hell's in that tree. We went in, lost Guru. If any of you heard, I was asking the Ragabashes, or hell, anyone that is particularly skilled in infiltration, to perhaps go in and scout, strictly non-confrontational, if such a thing were to occur, GTFO.
Oh,
I can definitely assist with that.
Speaking about that, we might have some troubles.
Oh?
Last time I went on a mission with Two-Path, Moonface, and many other people, I was very, very good at being stealthy, like all Ragabash should be. And the creatures of the worm, spot my ass and almost chomp at it. So we need to find better ways to stealth, or it's going to be hurting ours. particularly mine. I don't want more pain in my ass.
The rat.
Please.
Again, my knowledge is so limited, and oh my, I just don't know so much. But back at Bloodfist, the spirits were terrible gossips, and if there was an area that we couldn't properly scout, we'd see what the spirits in the area wanted.
Bettina, stop being sarcastic, please.
Yes, please.
You can't do it.
What can I say? I've got a lot of scars on my back.
The only sarcastics here that have the right to be sarcastic are me and the other Ragabash. And he points.
Of course, you are right.
Bettina, you said let's go. Go where?
To the tree?
I'm sorry. You broke up. What happened?
You said let's go. Go where? You had an idea.
Oh, I was just going to go down to the area with the tree. I wasn't going to go into the Umbra. I was just going to go and check out what the area looks like.
Yeah, best check out the Tellurium. The last thing that we saw that had a penumbral reflection that actually had a serious concern was a flickering lantern. Apparently the flickering lantern was the relic of an entirely giant bane that we had combat with.
A giant bane.
Mm-hmm. Giant bane, glowing green with balefire.
But unlike here, in our very own home cairn, the boundaries over there should be more substantial, so we wouldn't need to worry so much about big nasties coming out, or am I wrong?
No, we need to worry.
Very true.
We need to worry. And Antonio perks up his finger. We had an infiltration not a long while ago.
How so?
Do you remember it, people?
No, I was in Germany for 2 months. What happened?
And he looks at Alan, the shadowy thingy.
He recalls an incident a few weeks ago wherein being a spirit of shadow, when it had infiltrated our sept, walked right towards the wards that help us since Worm, messed with them so much, sabotaged them, and proceeded to spirit themselves away.
Yep.
Did we find who did that?
For Antonio to report.
Really? Me? Now?
If you so wish. You know that you have reported to the proper authorities.
Okay. Mother Larissa knows. The elders know. Do you know Travis?
He looks at you. What are you talking about?
Through the pack link, shut the fuck up about any skin dancer.
And through the pack link again, then what do you want me to say?
Say that you were able to track down the spirit, but you were not able to find the exact origin of it.
Excellent. Okay. Me, Zeke, and Kotori were able to track down the shadow spirit.
Mm-hmm.
But the shadow spirit didn't say much. He said he covered someone. And that's all what it says. Fucking shadow spirit.
He looks at Antonio. I'm disappointed in you. Very disappointed.
I'm disappointed in the sept.
Where's the tree?
And he looks at you.
You totally understand from Travis' demeanor. He doesn't talk about what you have done. He takes a deep breath, sighs, and walks off.
Bye, Warden.
Bye.
He's not been in the best of moods lately.
Nobody is.
What exactly is going on here?
Oh, we're just gathering, we're talking.
Xavier, do you know where this tree is?
No. I'm sorry.
Alright.
At this point, those kind of pops beside Moonface.
Oh, evening.
Okay. Oh, don't stop talking on my account.
Well.
Does anybody know where it is?
The location can be better ascertained through the Elder's records. We know roughly where it is in the Umbra, which is the Penumbra reflection of wherever the hell it is. I think it's on. Actually, I know that it's in the park on Long Island. I just have to remember the name. Name. This will take me a few seconds.
I don't suppose we could ask the dove spirits. There might be a little salt in there when she says that.
Yeah, you mentioned the dove spirits. Alan goes ahead and fuck it. I'll go do it. Go ahead and do a rage roll, because why not? I'm off guard.
Oh god.
This is
I'm
why we
good.
don't insult people.
In the moment, Antonio will look at Victoria and go like, Raya, may we have a word?
That depends. About what?
About something I need to ask you, and just you, only you, for your eyes only.
Well, that's awfully rude. All these people standing around. I doubt they give us the time of day to talk privately. I mean,
come with me for just 2 minutes. That's all I will take of your time. And you see Antonio go into one of the trees outside of the
she'll get up.
nearest area. Okay. As soon as they are alone, Antonio will like, should I inform? Because I didn't have an answer from the rest of the elder or groups. So should I inform the rest of the sept about the presence of a skin dancer?
No. She just shakes her head no. Before you get out, skin dancer, she just says no.
Okay, cool. And he goes, okay, cool, got it. And he just writes away.
Bettina is going to turn actually to Grins and Moonface, people that she has not met before, and say, I suppose at least one of you know who I am. My name is Bettina. Pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I'm Grins and Smoke.
I'm Moonface. It's nice to meet you.
Oh, okay. When they drop deed names, she's like, oh, got it.
Hold on.
Before she says anything, Moonface explains, we're both Metis of Unicorn's Brood. Cleath.
Wonderful. I've been working with Metis for most of my life. I'm very happy to meet you.
Both of them are amazing.
Don't suppose either of them know where the tree are.
You flatter me too much.
No, I'm sorry. I didn't really understand that there was a tree.
Okay, I gave up scrambled eggs for this, so I need to really find that tree.
See, I'm with Moonface here. I didn't know about this tree or this supposed Karen or anything of that nature. Then again, I've only been here like about a month.
Okay.
But I think we should ask the dove spirits. I'm sure they'd tell us. They want us to deal with it.
They're begging and pleading and crying for it, at least. Aw, that just made me more sad.
How are the boundaries right now? Can she still just walk right in?
Sorry, RST just got back. Ask your question again.
What's your question?
Hello, ST. The boundaries. Can mere kinfolk still just walk right in?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, shall we?
Where are you trying to go? I didn't hear the beginning part.
She's just gonna go to the Umbra, look for some dove spirits. Her brain is like a constant bullet list.
It looks like she's about to say something, but she stops. Sure, go right ahead.
Okay. There we go. There's like an anime wind sound effect.
Shh. I'm gonna assume Moonface follows.
Brins will do likewise.
Yeah, Antonio will follow Bettina. Because Antonio likes Bettina. She can murder things.
Or, I'm
As
sorry, so what's
soon
going on?
as Alan goes ahead and, reaches the penumbral reflection of Central Park and sees the dove spirits, they're obviously still pained. He's like, God, Gaia, damn everything in the world.
Mm-hmm.
What's wrong with the doves?
They, as far as I know, are still twisted and contorted in pain.
Yes, they are.
Oh, that's horrible. What got to them?
They were helping bind whatever's in the tree or under the tree or.
These are dove spirits that were left to keep the mighty Bane spirit known as the Storm Eater in slumber. They have been exposed to the world too overly much, and it's too much for them.
I agree. Okay.
So we'll ask gently. She kind of reaches out and kneels among the dove spirits to find one that's looking a little better than most of them. But it's kind of like someone kneeling among like sick children. This hurts.
Anthony, could I just remember where I parked my van?
Your van is somewhere in Long Island.
No, we brought it back.
How?
We
How did you get
left the tree, we got back into the car, and we drove it back.
Nah, but the thing is, during that scene, chases the storm, put up a moon bridge. That's how Emmett got back.
That's how Emmett got back. That's not how Alan got back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
Sorry for the confusion. Actually, can I just go talk? Can I just go ahead and walk over to where I parked my car and ask my Mystery Machine spirit?
That spirit was exorcised.
Aw, that sucks. I thought exorcism was a targeted attack. Never mind.
Nope.
Fair enough. I'll just go ahead and keep calm then. And let whatever plays out, plays out.
Moonface is going to pick up the most healthy-looking dove and just ask. We're trying to help you. Can you help us find the tree?
The dove kind of coos weakly at you and just doesn't say anything.
Do I ever actually get out some Google Maps and put them on the ground and show them, hey, these were the directions that we took?
Yeah, you can do that.
I do that, and I give them over the patina. There you go. Those are the directions that we took.
Okay, let's go. Thank you.
Victoria looks up. Where are you going?
I want to go and see the tree.
No, you're not.
Okay.
Is it dangerous in the real world, Raya?
No, that's not. No, stay here. You all will soon have assignments.
Understood.
I'm your kin. How best can I serve the sept?
She looks up. Had any children yet?
No.
Oh, that's a shame.
Having a lot of sex, though.
I hope with, who are you mated with again?
Tribenton.
And who is Tribenton? What guru is he?
It's a little bit complicated. See, I'm mated to Tribenton, but I'm married to David Stewart.
Huh. So you're that one. Okay. He looks at you. Let's see. I am in a bad mood today. It just seems how much of a bitch I'm about to be. Hmm. She looks up. You know what? If I was nice, I'd tell you what I'm about to do, but you're just gonna have to find out.
Okay. May I go to Long Island?
I just told you no.
In the real world?
So you could go there in the real world and then possibly, I don't know, check on the tree?
Sure.
No. You're not the craftiest person, are you?
No, I've been told I'm quite stupid.
I can see that. I can see why people would say that. So I guess you're like a fighter or something or other?
Something or other. Killed a Nexus crawler.
Oh, I see. So
Killed.
I guess you think. Oh, I guess you think you're hot shit then, huh?
No, I guess I think it means that I can have sex with Troy Benton.
You can think that all you like, but what the reality is very different.
Okay.
You do that. Put it this way, you won't want to see me again. I won't be as nice.
Understood.
This is me being helpful. Don't do that. Have nice little baby girl. So what? Are you like stupid now? You can't talk? What?
Yes, very stupid.
I'm gonna say at that point, Moonface reaches over and hands Bettina the dove spirit that she's holding, kind of as a reminder to everybody that this is what's at stake. The sad, cooing little dove.
Mm-hmm. Alan is going to go ahead and direct his attention towards the mysterious challenge and say, Raya, is there any other wisdom you wish to bestow upon us?
Don't fuck up, maybe?
That's a good one. It's really important. That's going to be a really important thing around here. Yeah, staying the fuck out of trouble.
We can certainly do so. How about this? Since we're all gathered here, and since we're not practically going anywhere quite yet, or anybody gathered can go ahead and make their departure now, why don't we go ahead and try to trade some stories to lift our mood? Today has been a terrible, terrible day for morale.
Alan, what we have witnessed for the last, couple of days has normally been death and destruction lately. So yeah, I don't think that a good story will lift up the mood.
Then we can go ahead and tell a story of great bravery and heroism in the face of a dark, dark, dark circumstances. We can tell a story about laughter and hilarity. It doesn't matter what we tell, just as long as we keep telling a story. So we keep reminding ourselves our history so that we can have the courage to continue moving on. In this moment, more than any other moment in this set, we need the strength of character to continue fighting the good fight. Does anybody disagree?
If you have any good story to tell, go out there and tell it, my darling.
I have our story, don't you remember, Antonio? the memento mori story against the corruption aspect of the Storm Eater.
Oh, in the part we are amazing. Especially me.
Then with
You may go
all
right
here
ahead, sir.
taken to it, I will go ahead and relay the tale.
Is this conversation happening in pack? Or
It's actually, I think, for everyone.
Yeah.
then okay. So we are going to listen to the tale of how glorious you are to pick our spirits up.
I will tell you a tale of the darkest moment of our pack, when we thought our future was set in stone and set in the grave. And I will tell you a story about how we ripped apart that goddamn headstone and rose to glorious victory!
Without being squished, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Bravo.
It was very moving, not dying, you know. It gets to your one soul.
Well, that's something I know about.
There's been a lot of death around here lately.
Mm-hmm. Sit down, Reyes and Yefs. Sit down, Reyes and Yefs. Set your troubles aside as I go ahead and tell you a story to ease your woes. There, on the morning of the Battle for Three, the 3 battles for Long Island, did the Memento Mori set out first. We were the first in the combat, we were the first in the field, and as we went ahead and took that ridge and barreled through on, we saw the terrible corruption aspect of the Storm Eater go ahead and break free from its cocoon. And all we saw was a mamaja, a fog, a dark, dark cloud of corruption, sickness, and disease that attacked our very, very souls and bodies as soon as we entered into it. We were a pack of a very, very simple 4. Snow, myself, Antonio, Zeke. Later we were joined by Heals the Past, but only until the 3rd quarter of the battle did even he was able to help us out. We took upon that dreaded aspect, that when we blew away the Mamaza, when we blew away the dark crowd, he was a dreaded dragon, a dragon of unbelievable power and strength that proceeded to go ahead and create little authors or even more undead abominations when it had rose and beset us. But thanks to Kachina and his forward-thinking abilities, we were able to take flight away from the ground, away from the minions of the worm, the small undead beings that would grapple us and kick at our asses. It was ye, Silvertongue, and Antonio, laughs in the worm's face, who first jumped into the fray, slashing and gutting at its innards, ripping away its armor, while Laughs in the Worm's face, my dear packmate here, proceeded to whack and whack and whack at that really, really, really squishy inside. Snow himself proceeded to jump up into the air, take the nape of that aspect of the Storm Eater by the neck and throw him to the fucking ground. This small lupus took this ginormous aspect of the worm, pinned it to the fucking ground as we proceeded to pelt it and pelted and pelted, ripping away more armor, tearing off more of its essence. And our newest member, Zeke, who had not yet earned his deed name, proceeded to plink, to shoot, to sniper it from a distance until eventually his own strength was taken away from him. It was that moment when Zeke was at death's door, when the corruption, the storm, would go ahead and take him fully and utterly, decimate his physical form to nothing, that he proved himself a true son of Cockroach. Roach's resilience went ahead and stood up in all that miasma, all of that sickness and disease, proceeded to rocket himself to the very neck of that beast and rip its head off, killing it. And that is when the Mental Memore collapsed completely and utterly in the dust of the Dracolich. And that is when myself, Alan Stewart, Silverfang, took the flare gun from my pocket, reached up into the sky, and shot it, signaling our victory.
What basically Alan's trying to say is, if we quarrel less between each other, we can murder bigger fuckers.
That, and I love telling that story.
Oh,
Anybody
yeah.
else would like?
I think it's a very good moral. If we quarrel less with each other, we can murder bigger fuckers.
Yeah, we can shout it as a battle anthem if you want. I always stand by that rule in my particular life.
Does anybody else here have a story they wish to tell? This is a time for storytelling.
Oh, tell us about Germany, Bettina.
Oh, sure. What part do you want to know?
I don't know. Whatever you choose.
Oh, okay. How about the Schwarzwald? I really like that place. I grew up in there. Actually, in case any of you don't know, I was an assistant to two of the Guardians. There were three. All Matisse. Anyways, it's a great forest. The boundaries there are a little bit screwed up too. You can go in, go out, and a lot of adventures there. A lot of things to fight. In fact, you can't actually enter my home without fighting. You're always challenged. In later years, apparently, my brother took that up and started too. Half brother, but anyways, I was very happy to go back. Not so happy at all the torture that was going on, but you know, it's something that happens, and certainly nothing compared to all the torture that I'd seen happening in the set before then. So it's you got to compare things, but it's really a beautiful place. I think really though, after being in America, I saw things in a different light. And I'm not sure if I liked it more or I liked it less. I'm very confused. Must be because I'm so stupid. Anyways, the best part was when we got to go into this horrible cave. Stunk like death itself. Everything was just crawling around, maggots and blood and gore, and it stunk. The corruption was so intense. And we climbed down. Apparently, I'm very good at rock climbing. I somersaulted down. Actually, that's something that the warder has actually asked that I go and train all the kin, because it's actually, given where we are in the sept, might help them to actually work out a little bit. We went down into there, and eventually, after fighting a balefire, a corrupted balefire, found the Nexus Crawler. I drove my
so
spear.
So you fought one of those two?
Oh, yes. I hear they're very prevalent. Since I've been back, everybody's talking about, hearing about a Nexus Crawler here, hearing about a Nexus Crawler there.
Yeah. Keep going.
Well, stupid me, I look at this thing and I go, oh, the eye, it's right next to its brain. I should probably aim for that. So, I very stupidly took my spear and slammed it straight into his eye. And because he's a Nexus Crawler and because I'm stupid, he didn't die instantly. So the other two that I had with me that were Baru, they dealt him quite a bit of damage. When it was time for him to die, though, I leapt up on there and I drove the spear through him again, and I got his brain that time, and he died.
I bet you feel really proud of yourself right now. And I bet you think you're really clever because you can throw a stick.
No, I actually don't know how any
No,
of
no,
that
no,
had to do
bitch.
with
Shut
me.
your mouth. I said shut your mouth. Don't talk back to me. I'm not one of your fucking friends. Just because you can throw a stick doesn't mean you're big shit. Just because you came back from, as I recall, you started that problem because, oh, I don't know. You can't seem to keep your pants up. Don't know who the fuck.
So you have heard of me.
No, I was actually talked out of not actually doing things about you. Truth catchers and all. But like I said before, you don't have another time to fuck with me.
If everybody's
And
okay, I'm gonna go.
I don't give a fuck where you go.
You're going?
It seems like you're on the right track with the dove spirit. I wish you all good luck.
All who come to the circle and gathering are welcome. All may leave at their own leisure.
Moonface reaches up to take the spirit from Bettina, if she's still holding it.
Of course.
Victoria gets up, chuckles. And I thought Get had more stomach than that. Guess I was wrong. And she walks off.
Through the pack link to Ellen.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. She's gone?
She just walks off.
Oh, okay.
You
Bettina's
see
gonna
her
stay for a
walk
little
off,
bit more.
but you're not really sure. You see her walk off, but you're not really sure which direction she went.
Okay.
Through the pack link to Ellen. This is how we end up with Del Garou and the kinfolk in the same night. Someone should put the two of them apart.
Yeah, one seems to be walking away, although she is a Shadow Lord, so her gifts... Yeah, just could you do me a favor and kind of escort Bettina out of the set very, very discreetly?
Oh, actually,
when the time comes.
Okay, because she didn't want to stay.
Yep. This is all through Packlink. It's like Alan says, just escort her away. Be very, very kind and gentle about it. Just make sure she gets home safely.
Okay. Why don't you say it to Emmett and not me?
Because you're the sneaky fucker.
Oh, God damn it. Okay. And then the packlink is over.
Well, while all that's going on, Moonface leans over and offers her phone number, like scribbled on a piece of paper, probably like a gum wrapper from her bag. If you need anything, just... I know you probably already have connections in the city, but...
Oh, thank you.
So,
no,
Bettina, may I ask you one question?
I don't know. I didn't like that last question. I'm kidding.
And he looks around at everyone since Victoria is not here anymore. You're not stupid, and we don't deserve this condescension of yourself calling yourself stupid. You can talk plain to us.
Antonio, do you know what a breast ripper is?
A breast ripper?
Mm-hmm.
No. I don't know why. I will find out soon, apparently.
Oh boy.
No, it's... Before... I don't understand sarcasm too well. I don't really know the translation too well. My family back at the Sept doesn't understand sarcasm either. But if the kinfolk there don't speak like I do around certain Garou, and not everybody, but other Garou, and that's fair. They have done mighty deeds and deserve respect. If you don't speak like that to them, then you'll find out what a breast ripper is. And you will not be healed.
Oh, they are dicks.
They are my family.
Antonio, etiquette is a very, very important thing for our society, is it not?
Oh yeah, it is. This is why I'm a ragabash.
Okay, well, fair enough. Your auspice does give you certain liberties. But for the rest of us, not so gifted, we must, use the right words. In any case, this story, this gathering, this circle is all about storytelling. I need another story, otherwise the circle has no purpose.
I do feel that I get lost in your stories, Alan. You are more wordy than me. But before I go, I would feel so much better, because I'm not sure how I will be able to participate now. I would feel better knowing that Raya there, people like her, people like the Rokia, those ape things out there. If there's any bad blood left between me and my husband, all of that will be a distraction with what's to come. And your story said it the best. The more we work together, the bigger badasses we can kill. I feel, in my limited knowledge, that our two priorities should be holding down our home and securing this next one. And it might be that we need to, that Garu need to delegate and not be distracted.
Oh, I agree with this. I needed to yell at every motherfucker in Mother Larissa Carver Palace today, including Blitz and the Warden and Victoria and many, many, many people.
I will take your words to heart. I will pick and piece the words that have the most wisdom in it. And believe me, everybody in this circle, when we leave, will be best suited to the purpose that that Gaia would have them be.
I have been told by Gaia herself she does not want my children. It is not my purpose to have children.
I'm
Moonface almost drops
sorry.
I do not propose to speak to Gaia directly, and I would request, my dear Patina, for you to seek out the wisdom of the elders on this.
But maybe after we've dealt with the,
distractions, yes.
Don't go to Mother Larissa at the moment. She's kind of busy bleeding.
And the best we can help her with her bleeding is to secure this cairn.
The best we can help her with the bleeding is, yes, securing this cairn while not dying.
Not dying is also.
We are two Garu down on the last 48 hours. Or so.
I'm going to go to a place. And she'll go with that.
Those who leave the circle do so of their own volition. Next storyteller.
Yo, what's up?
I said that in character. Next storyteller.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Wait, have I told any of you? I know that most of you guys have heard about the whole road kick incident. I don't know. You were there, Xavier. I know you were there. Antonio and Ren. I don't think either of you were there.
No, I was yelling at people after it.
Okay. Now there's some missing gaps in this one, so I can only tell you from my point of view. So I'm just chilling, walking down the street, right, minding my own goddamn business, not really doing much, right? It was a clear day that day. Then we hear a horn of distress go out. Somebody, somewhere, is in trouble. So you know me. I, leap into action. I start booking it. Just not thinking about a damn thing. I don't know who else is coming. I don't know if anyone else is coming, but god damn it, I'm running. I turn a few corners, bob and weave through some fences and shit. I actually almost got attacked by a stray dog. That was very interesting. Finally, I get there, right? All I see is this big-ass fucking bipedal shark. Has anyone here seen the anime One Piece?
And Antonio Rice up his hand.
Alright, you know that giant shark motherfucker that Luffy fought, like, kind of early in the series?
Yeah.
Yeah, a motherfucker looked like that, except a lot of it. Like, so... Okay, so, normal Guru may have been like, okay, maybe I can get a sneak attack on him. That's what probably you would do, Antonio Ryan. Get a sneak attack on him.
I would gun that motherfucker.
Other people may be like, oh, hey, I'm going to howl, get its attention somehow, because this thing was attacking Leah and a young Miss Cinnamon Harris at the time. So, I'm thinking, alright, we've got this giant shark motherfucker eyeing down Senna, who is spraying an aerosol can in this fucker's face, by the way. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, no, yeah. So, I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I check, no cameras around. Well, I should say instead, all the cameras were conveniently moved so that way nothing on the streets could be seen.
That seems
my ass goes into his phone. Yeah.
I love when that happens.
Although, so this at this point, I'm like, fuck this, full ham. I go hispo, run straight at this giant shark thing, go right for its fucking brainstem, bite down. None much really happens, right? I pretty much bite down. I'm trying to just clamp down on this fucking thing, but you know how Travis has that? I forget what ability it's called, but it lets him take more damage, you know? Any of you know the one I'm talking about? I think it's called Trollskin? Yeah. Motherfucker had some shit on like that, right? And even as that was happening, I could feel myself getting hurt too, so I'm like, okay, cool, so this guy's hurting me. But I calmly look at Senna, look at Leah, back to the wereshark, and I'm thinking, yeah, no, fuck that, I'm continuing to bite this thing. I tried to tear into this thing 2 times. Once I actually drew blood. Unfortunately, in a rather anticlimactic end, Travis just walked up and ganked the fucker. But, one-shotted it pretty well.
But Emmett, I don't think you're able to relate the next part of the story, are you?
I can relate up until a certain point. Then you may have to take over.
Fair enough. Just go ahead and give me a signal.
Alright. So, we got a dead motherfucking wereshark, right? So we're like, okay, we obviously cannot leave this here. And this is where my Father comes in. Coming in with his van, coming in with all of his veil protecting equipment ready to go. Me and Alan both shift up to the lab room. We both grab this dude, and we just, briskly carry him over to the into the van, and we get everything all situated and everything. Unfortunately, no one knew about the possibility of this motherfucker waking up. And guess who was right in front of him? A tasty-ass glasswalker. Motherfucker got all black, got black veins, motherfucking most terrifying fucking thing I've ever seen. Looks at me and just decides to have a nice-ass fucking Emmett-sickle. Namely, my goddamn arm. Damn near took it off. I remember getting real pissed off, and then that's where Alan can take over.
Oh, but I must correct you on a few of your perceptions. Apparently, the wound to you changed the history just a tiny bit. For it was not myself. Your father did not come and rescue you, but he did send people, his own kin, in fact. His own kin in the Mystery Machines, as great able bodies as they were able to help you with the carcass of the Rokea, the Wereshark, into the van. They themselves saw the danger. They themselves dropped the motherfucker when they had the chance. They themselves saw as the giant jaws of the Wereshark go ahead, unhinge, and just go ahead and brutally eviscerate your fucking arm, my good sir. At
I
which
think you
point,
can eviscerate an arm.
It's difficult.
Oh, yes, you
to
can.
do it.
Yes, you can.
It's at this point, in fact, that several of the other Garu gathered. Go ahead and grapple, my dear claw at your back, my dear rages at the storm, to the ground. Because here's the thing about my dear Glasswalker friend here. My dear Glasswalker friend here is only an able combatant when he utterly rages the fuck out.
This is proven and this is known.
This is proven and this is known. So, when they were able to calm down Emmett from his frenzy froze, they were able to gather as much of the veil-breaching evidence as possible, including the Rokea that was kind of dead, kind of still a fucking Wereshark, back into my kinfolk's van to transport it away. And, oh, by the way, one of our elders, an elder of Emmett's tribe, actually, was there as well with his long arm, in fact. He himself was able to ferry away all the different electronical and weaver eyes away from the situation. He was able to cover the veil as much as possible. That is the elder that we should praise every so often when we go ahead and sleep at night, not worrying about how the mortals would ever come to our existence, because the veil is an important thing, my good brothers and sisters. Never ever fucking forget the veil. And I believe at that point, as the story is starting to wind down, our host for this particular call is about to go ahead and hang up on us. So the person who started this call, this scene, go ahead and give us a nice little outro.
I'm terribly sorry. When I started all of this, I thought maybe I would get one or two more people. Really happy how it turned out. But I gotta say goodbye, and everybody, thank you for watching.